What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to the Alternative Audio Podcast. I'm Ollie.
And I'm Luke.
And we're here to talk more metal, metalcore, alternative, rock, and everything in the scene. Let's get to it. Roll the intro. So, I've got a few things to talk about, because it has been obviously we haven't done an episode for 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah, because obviously I've been on a course with work, and then last week you were sick as well, weren't you? Which obviously...
Yeah, I wasn't feeling great last week.
Yeah, no, fair enough. But I'm going to get straight into a couple of new releases. Remember The Devil Wears Prada?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were blooming heavy back in the day, but they seem to have changed their sound quite a bit. But they've released a new single back on the 8th of March. Ritual, it's called. Very different sound to what I remember them being like, but it's been a very long time since I've listened to them. Yeah, I'll put Ritual on for you. So this is the latest one.
Nice synthy.
Yeah.
Little bit of synth to start with.
Yeah.
This is nothing like what The Devil Wears Prada used to be like.
Yeah, I remember them being fucking brutal back in their earlier stuff.
I didn't hear a word you said there, mate.
I just remember them being absolutely brutal in their earlier stuff.
Sounds quite how would I to remember sound now.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to have a look at, sort of when they got started. They've harboured this space since forming in 2005, so yeah, talking fucking back in the
2005.
Yeah.
You forget how long, 2005, how long ago it was.
I was 11.
Yeah, I was 11.
Jesus. Yeah, I think this is the album that I remember from fucking years ago, With Roots Above and Branches Below. I remember this one being heavy as fuck.
Was it Des Moines? I know that one.
Yeah.
So listen to that. Yeah, this is The Devil's Wear Prada, I remember, man.
Yeah. It's the best fucking compliment you can give a band, isn't it? Just...
That old stank face.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember Choidos?
Yeah, God. Fucking, that's a throwback and a half, that is. I can't remember the name of the song I used to listen to all the time.
It's Caves.
Caves, that was it. Fucking hell.
Yeah, put Caves on. Illuminati.
Yeah, that was the one. Fucking 2010, Jesus.
This is it.
I remember the drums for that, the intro. Brilliant cover.
Fucking tune this is.
Fucking, I used to love these sort of melodic metalcore bands, I suppose they were.
What was the other band we were obsessed with? This sort of genre in this sort of era.
Let me have a look. If
Scarlett O'Hara, remember that?
Fucking hell, yeah. Tell you what,
they had that one tune that was an absolute banger.
Scarlett O'Hara, they're fucking back, you know.
Yeah,
they're releasing new stuff. What was the latest thing? Overthrown. When did that come out? Last year sometime. But anyway, what I was looking for, Lost in Existence. The same year as well, 2010. Fucking Jesus. And it was Lost in Existence.
I even remember the riff, man.
Do you remember how to play it?
Probably not anymore.
Yeah, because I remember you learned how to play it.
The voice that's around you, hanging on to heartbreaks
in hotel rooms.
Come to those who wait, so
what are you waiting for?
'Cause I'll bring you to your... This is what...
I'm not going to attempt to scream.
Neither am I. You got to have a listen to that.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember the fucking music video for this?
Yeah, it was the top comment was why is this guy drowning in milk?
I was going to say, it was just somebody's grandma dying.
Black stuff coming out of her mouth, just going...
Fucking hell.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do remember it.
I'm sorry about that.
It's all right.
I can't wait to see that on the camera.
Make sure he's recording it is. That's fucking gold, that is. I remember as well, I used to listen to a lot of...
10 After 2, they were sick.
God, yeah, actually, I remember that sort of artwork. They obviously haven't really released anything since this. 2011. So, see, that sounds familiar.
That's it. Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah.
10 After 2. What a band.
So they haven't released anything since 2011. But I love the way, this podcast is supposed to be... Well, a lot of it is supposed to be, new stuff going on in the alternative scene, and we're just throwbacks straight away. Nothing
I
wrong with
want
that
to
at all.
talk about something. We can do it a bit later though.
Yeah, go for it.
But I want to talk about some like early 2000s music videos. Which ones do you think are the funniest videos ever, or just funny music videos in general?
That's a very good topic. I
Yeah.
like that. First one that comes straight to mind. Remember Escape the Fate, their old stuff when Ronnie Radke was in them? Fucking Situations. That was such a cheesy music video.
Mate, you think how weird that music video? Because that geezer was like 25 when that song came out, maybe older.
Yeah.
Right. And he's going through a high school hallway, and he's like 25.
Yeah.
How fucking weird is that guy, man?
Yeah, yeah. Suppose when you think of it like that in this day and age.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. But
Yeah.
I'd say the first video comes to mind for me is, you know, Alien Ant Farm's video for movies.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think
where
I remember
they
that
all
one, yeah.
die through the cinema screen, like the big fucking.
Yeah,
Where they all
I
die
remember
through, and the next thing is fucking. Is it like the scene from Karate Kid where he's like, where Mr. Miyagi comes up and he's like, Daniel-san, but instead of going, he goes, shut up.
To be fair, the best video ever that I've seen, it's not even a music video, just the fucking Bring Me the Horizon lads on tour. Nothing, nothing can beat that.
Could have driven it anywhere.
Yeah. You want me to explain beef curtains? Oh, God.
I'll take you downtown. I'll buy you some shoes.
Oh, man. But to be fair, I'm just trying to think of old music videos. Fucking, I remember Tears Don't Fall by Bullet for My Valentine. That was dark. Like,
Yeah, when she comes in, she sets the bed on fire while he's in it.
yeah, no, it's well, she doesn't, but she comes in and she starts pouring what looks like fucking fuel all over
Well,
it,
that's it,
and
yeah.
she throws the lighter on and it's water. But like, you know, you kind of find it like, yeah, fucking rock on or whatnot when you're younger. Now, you watch it now.
This is horrific.
It's 2024. You're fucking watching like, oh shit, somebody needs therapy.
She's getting cancelled.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the other music video that really, really fucking makes me laugh still to this day is Bowling for Soup's 1985
Oh
video.
yes.
You know when she's dancing on the car while the band are playing, and
Yeah.
then the music stops and the husband comes out. It's like, honey, what the hell are you doing? And the whole band just start going. They just start clapping. That's me in stitches.
Fucking hell. I'm just trying to think. Like, there's a lot of fucking old pop punk bands from back in the day probably have some hilarious music videos.
There's probably good pop punk bands back in the day. They knew how to have fun.
Yeah.
But, I think it was a lighter side of music, pop punk back in the early 2000s. It was really funny.
Yeah. I don't know what just popped into my head though. Fucking remember Not Another Teen Movie?
Yeah.
I remember fucking during the high school dance or prom or whatever, fucking Good Charlotte are playing, and it's the most, it's the most awkward fucking gig ever. I think they're singing like, I want candy.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I don't know why that just popped into my head.
Because that's trying to be a parody of Grease, isn't it? That's why.
Well, yeah, I guess,
It's like
yeah.
the whatever it is, like doo-wop fucking...
Yeah, 1950s stuff, yeah. But they're like, no, this is a early 2000s film. We've got to go pop punk with it. Anyway, some other news, well, I've seen on social media anyway, and talking of getting cancelled, CJ McMahon, if that's how you pronounce his name anyway, formerly of Thy Art Is Murder.
Yeah, he's been fucked off, hasn't
Yeah, so, well, they fucked him off sometime last year. Something to do with, obviously he was spouting a lot of fucking anti-trans shit, but I remember them, they were basically saying, like, this is kind of the crux that broke the camel's back kind of thing, because there was a lot of issues. But there's been a photo come out recently. He's obviously completely quit the music industry. He's a real estate agent now. I don't know why. The photo just kind of made me giggle. I don't know why. I've got to find it. I don't know.
Not to sound rude, but he looks old, man.
Well, fair enough. I was going to say, it's him, not him.
Oh, right. That guy.
But no, that's just some news that has been going around social media quite a lot lately.
That is a gnarly photo.
I must say, he's looking dapper, fitting the role, so fair enough. Another big one for new releases coming up. Well, one new release just come out, Knock Loose's latest single, Blinding Faith.
I've not listened to it.
Have you not heard it yet?
I'm really excited for it.
You want to take a listen?
Yeah, I'll have a listen.
Like a lot of the tunes, the song's only about like 2 minutes, something like that.
I have heard this.
You have?
And the thing I love about this is you can tell it's Knocked Loose within about 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing I find with a lot of Knock Loose's stuff. As long as you know who they are. As soon as you hear their stuff, you're like, yep, that's Knocked Loose.
Funny story about Not Loose. I
Aw.
was I went to see him at the Rescue Rooms in Nottingham.
Yeah.
And I was stood next to the drummer at the bar, and I didn't know it was a drummer at the time, like, you know, so it weren't like, no, I met this guy's story. I was just stood next to him at the bar. I didn't know. And the barman goes, the barman says to him, he goes, you look like that drummer at Knocked Loose. He goes, oh, cheers, dude. He goes, do you get told that much? He goes, all the time. Because I'm the drummer at Knocked Loose. That really made me laugh.
That's a fucking great way of dealing with it.
To be fair, I didn't know it was a drummer.
Yeah,
yeah. But it was just really funny how he went, do you get told that very often? He goes, all the time. Because that is who I am. Like, I really like the fact that Knocked Loose have brought out new stuff and not strayed from that sound that everyone loves.
Yeah. They've got a very distinctive sound,
Yeah.
and they're sticking to
It
it.
just seems like they're a band that have still got loads left in the tank, man, and it's cool.
I'm really looking forward to future stuff. And talking of future stuff from Knocked Loose, their new album is coming out May the 10th.
Mate, it's 4 days after my 30th birthday.
Yeah. And it will be titled You Won't Go Before You're Supposed to. Interesting name, I think. But if that fucking single is anything to go by, I cannot fucking wait for this album. But yeah, as you say, they've got a very fucking distinctive sound. And you say they've got fucking loads left in the tank. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this album has to offer.
Yeah, man, I'm very excited for it.
I think it's going to have the same artwork as well.
Did you go and see him on their tour last week?
I didn't know.
No, neither did I.
Because I'm skint. Also, Alpha Wolf, remember them? I showed you one of their songs in the first episode.
Yeah.
They've got another new single out, and I think they've got an album on the way as well. Let me get it. Slightly different sound to the one they had. That was the one, Sucks to Suck, that I showed you before.
Is that the one with Ice-T?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
I didn't realise Ice-T's in not Law and Order. Is it Law and Order? Ice-T's in?
I will have a... Oh,
I think it might be Law and Order.
I was going to Google it.
I saw an advert for it on Netflix, and I sort of looked at it and went, is that fucking Ice-T? I swear it's Ice-T in Law and Order.
Slightly different to the last track, but...
Very different to the last track.
Yeah.
Got that proper echoey vocals on it, man.
Yeah. I feel like Alpha Wolf are a band that have got sort of a wide variety of talent that are willing to try a lot of different things with their music.
I'm still on the early stage, and I've only just started listening to them.
Oh yeah, same. But I feel like, you know, they just get more interesting the more I listen to them.
Yeah. I've not really listened to a lot of metalcore, hardcore. I've been listening to old pop punk. I don't know why.
Fair enough. Though these guys are at Download this year, I remember, so I'll definitely be checking out their live set.
Yeah, for sure. This is very different to what I've heard from Alpha Wolf. This is one of them. It just kind of proves that this band is not a one-trick pony, and they don't do the same stuff all the time. I like it. Big fan of it, man.
I want to talk Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about them.
So, there's been a bit of a theory going around on the interwebs regarding a possible, well, maybe it might be a next single, might be just one of the tracks off Next Gem when it comes out. But basically, it's a theory of a collab with Billie Eilish.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Billy Idol.
I don't know why, I could just imagine fucking Billy Idol
Nice day for a white wedding.
I could just imagine, like, you know, Ollie Sykes about to fucking give the scream of his life, and Billy Idol runs on stage, pushes him out the way, just like, Rebel, yeah!
In the midnight hour. No, I'd be game for a collab with Billie Eilish.
Yeah, so basically, people are thinking this, because I don't know if you've seen on, I'll fucking put the video in B-roll, but there's a video from one of their live shows, and it's like, sort of, I don't know, obviously like a projection, sort of like a machinery kind of looking thing, and it like little tiny snippets of songs off Next Gem. And it's like, oh yeah, I'll show you some bits, and then, like, you know, it goes on for a bit too long, and Ollie's telling it, no, shut up, next one, no, don't show him that, like it's malfunctioning kind of thing. It's obviously a part of the show.
Yeah.
But there was a song track that popped up called Limousine.
Is it limousine?
Right? So obviously that's going to be a title of a track off Next Gen. And recently, Billie Eilish posted something on Instagram, basically in celebration of her Golden Globe Award for, what did she get? It was Best Original Song. So Ollie Sykes commented twice on it, one saying sick and one saying limousine. Just the fact he posted a song title off their next fucking album on her Instagram post seems a bit odd, unless she's a part of it. That's what people are thinking.
Possibly.
So, I don't know. It'd be interesting if that was the case.
Yeah, but the other thing you got to remember is Ollie Sykes posted a picture of him playing GTA online with Post Malone, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, they're collabing with Post Malone!" He's like, "Chill out, bro. We're just playing GTA."
True.
Like,
So,
so that's what you got to remember.
So I think it was well, it was outside an award ceremony. I don't know. It might have been the fucking Golden Globes. I don't know. But fucking Bring the Horizon were there, and they got obviously interviewed by somebody, and they asked the question, "What's happened with Billie Eilish?" There's rumors. Like, are you doing something like with Billie Eilish? And they were like, "Well, what's the rumors?" Like, apparently you're going to be doing something with her. And it was Ollie was like, "Oh, yeah, we're doing a guttering." It's just like, well, you're doing a guttering.
Massive house, new fascias, the lot.
Yeah, it's like she's got loads of leaves. We're going to clear it out for her. But no, that's a theory going around online. Be interesting if it did turn out to be true, but hey, you never know, as you say.
But I've been listening to a lot of City and Colour.
Okay.
Not that he's brought any new stuff out that I'm aware of. You know who City and Colour is?
Yeah.
Dallas Green from Alexis on Fire.
Yeah.
But I came across a band called Mount Joy.
Okay.
And I've not listened to all this stuff, but they've just got one song that I can't stop playing. And it's really acoustic and it's really cool.
Okay.
It's called Silver Lining by Mount Joy. 220 million plays, and I'm fairly certain 219 million of them are me. I really love the album artwork on this. I think that's really cool. It's mad because this isn't normally my cup of tea, but there's just something about this song I can't stop listening to.
Fucking relaxing.
Ain't it, man? They're playing at Chalk in Brighton, so I might take a drive down to Brighton to go and watch them, but that's not till June.
I'm trying to think. It reminds me of something. Just the sound of it really reminds me of something.
That really
I've heard
husky
of.
voice.
Yeah,
it's cool.
And that's what is making me think of somebody I've listened to before. But at the same time, don't know why. Because in a sense, they're two very fucking different artists, but kind of reminds me of Mumford & Sons. I don't know why.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with what you've...
It's more the voice than anything.
Yeah.
What have we got? Right, I've got a fucking big scandal to talk about. Well, I'll say a big scandal. They're only a relatively small band over in the States, but it's hit fucking like national news and everything over there. Band called Llorona. Don't know if you've ever heard of them.
Never.
I hadn't until I fucking saw this. But it's news, so I'll talk about it. They're a hardcore band from Tennessee, and their vocalist was called Diego, and they've sacked him.
Maradona?
No.
That was a scandal, mate.
Yeah.
Hand of God and whatnot.
But no, I'll put a different Diego on the screen because I don't want to give him the light of day after fucking reading this. But their vocalist, Diego. So basically, it seems I think he was a bit fucking wrong in the head, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
So it seems he was basically obsessed with his bandmate's fiance.
Oh, this is great foundations for a scandal. Let's go.
Yeah. So it seems that he had some connections in sort of the fitness industry. So he was getting like, pre-workout stuff. And he was giving some of that to his bandmate, saying, yeah, I could use this, it's good stuff. Like, when you go into the gym and everything. But because he was obsessed with his bandmate's fiance and he thought, I want to fuck about with their relationship, maybe sort of split them up, make myself seem a lot more fucking desirable than him. So he started lacing his pre-workout with estrogen. And basically, for 5 fucking months, this guy was obviously transitioning, and he had no fucking clue why. And it's, it's fucking awful. Obviously, the negative effects that had on his life. I have got, in fact, let me find it. There was a statement from the band. Yeah, so we've decided to part ways with our vocalist Diego due to admission of very disturbing and concerning behaviour towards one of our band members and their partner. He has admitted to being obsessed with said partner and has been attempting to sabotage their relationship by cutting pre-workout he frequently gifts from his job with high amounts of estrogen in them. He's been attempting to force a transition on him for the last 5 months in hopes that it would give him the opportunity to swoop in once he looked stronger and more manly in comparison. And in brackets, a stupid caveman mindset. That makes zero sense. This tampering has caused confusion and thousands of dollars in medical bills the past month, and medical bills over the past months, trying to figure out what's wrong. We would not know any of this unless Diego had gotten way too intoxicated and ousted himself, and then stated an admission of all this via text. There are many more disgusting details that have been left out for the sake of privacy and general censorship. And then the band also detailed their horrific experience But yeah, after all of that, they fucking obviously rightly sacked him. But this made fucking big news over in the States.
What the fuck, man?
I was reading this and obviously fucking interesting. So I was like, I've got to talk about it in the podcast, but I was thinking, what the fuck? What is wrong with some people?
That is wild.
It's a shame as well, because they're actually, I listened to a couple of songs just out of fucking curiosity, and they're actually pretty fucking good. And I really hope that the rest of the guys can carry on doing something, maybe get another vocalist in, because they seem like talented guys. I had never fucking heard of them before this, but it's a shame that this is probably like the way a lot of people are probably going to fucking hear about them now.
That's fucking gnarly, man.
Yeah, absolutely fucking gnarly. And like, I don't know who the band member is. I don't know his name because I haven't really looked too much into it, except a couple of articles. But I hope he's all right. I hope he fucking gets the help he needs.
Yeah, fucking you're right.
Because yeah, that's fucking disgusting. So,
brother.
Yeah.
Hope you're on the mend, man. Shit.
Moving on. I've got another band I want to show you. So they call themselves a new metal band from Newcastle called Creak. I think they sound a bit more hardcore than new metal, but hey ho, I'm gonna fucking put them on. They're actually pretty good. They've got a new I say a new single, like come out end of last year, but their latest song, Hare in the Woods. I'm digging it. So yeah, relatively small band because they're only getting like 1,700 monthly listeners, but I think they deserve quite a bit more.
Getting a Muir vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally get. I can't hear any new metal in this whatsoever. It's fucking good though. But yeah, a Muir vibes.
Yeah, because it says on Spotify anyway, Creak are Newcastle.
They even look like they're from Newcastle.
Yeah, Creak are Newcastle's newest offering of new metal infused metalcore. The chaotic four-piece brings unbridled energy and a barrage of eerie soundscapes together in an onslaught of sound akin to the likes of Vane and Ocean's 8 Alaska.
Oh no, we've actually gone called ourselves new metal. When we're actually a bit of a metalcore band. That was the poorest Geordie accent ever.
That really fucking was.
This is cool, man. I'm getting some mathcore vibes, but not like overly mathcore.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like some really offbeat drums and stuff. It's cool.
I've only listened to a couple of tracks, but I'm really digging it so far.
Yeah,
so
I'll definitely be checking these out again.
Yeah, I'm enjoying these guys. So,
and you know me, I'm a sucker for a blast beat.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'd definitely say check out Creak on Spotify and anywhere else you can listen to their stuff because they're pretty fucking good. And with only 1,700 monthly listeners, I think they deserve quite a bit more. Anyway, Stray from the Path.
I fucking love Stray from the Path.
Fucking love Stray from the Path.
Don't tell me there's going to be a scandal or something.
No scandal. All good. They're great guys. I hope, anyway. But yeah, they are, they've put on Instagram anyway, they are in the studio.
Yeah, I'd saying that. I did see that because I follow Craig Reynolds.
Yeah, same, yeah. And I follow the band page as well.
Have you ever watched Craig Reynolds' podcast, Downbeat?
I haven't, no.
That's very good, man. He gets some seriously...
I have seen it, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah, he gets some pretty cool guests on there. Like a few weeks ago, we had the drummer from Ocean's 8 Alaska on there. It's pretty cool. I
remember seeing a video. He was playing drums with the band on fucking... Is it Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah. Oh no, it's some talk show in America.
Yeah,
a big one. Yeah. I'm not. If I said I knew what show it was, I would be lying.
I don't know whether it was like a sort of guest spot or whether he was filling in.
Yeah.
For the night. I don't know.
I think it's quite a regular thing, you know.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I'm not entirely too sure, but it's cool nonetheless.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing that. I thought that's absolutely sick. But yeah, so they are apparently in the studio working on the next album with Will Putney.
Yes.
So
I love Will Putney.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a great producer.
Oh,
isn't he?
yeah.
You know what band's Will Putney's in, don't you?
no, I don't actually.
Will Putney is in Fit for an Autopsy.
Oh, I remember you saying probably on a previous episode actually. Yeah.
And he's in Better Lovers.
Yes. I thought you said he just produced stuff for Better
No.
Lovers, but
So he's not a top. From what I can gather, I don't want to give anybody facts that aren't true. From what I gather, he's not a touring member of Fit for an Autopsy. He does all their production. He's a touring member of End, which are a great band. Yeah. That's also the vocalist from Counterparts.
Yeah.
And he's a touring member in Better Lovers.
fucking sick. All I know about Will Putney is he's a fucking great producer.
Yeah, there's
Like,
if you listen to any metalcore record from the last 15
Oh, yeah.
years, there's a good chance that he's
Oh yeah,
produced it.
so some of the fucking best metalcore albums out there. Like
Every Time I Die's last new album, Will Putney. That's a great album.
yeah,
Most of Knock Loose's stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
So when you see his name tagged on something that is in the works, then you got to get fucking hyped up about it, aren't you? So
Yeah.
I'm fucking looking forward to seeing what they do. So obviously they haven't released anything new yet. They've literally just teased saying, "Yep, we're fucking working on it."
I would probably go as far as saying Will Putney's my favourite producer.
Fair play.
Because he doesn't I don't think he overproduces anything. Yeah. And I think he's really he's got his art nailed down. Man.
Yeah,
He really knows what he's
and I
doing.
suppose I suppose when you record something, then obviously you're listening to it back and you're thinking that sounds so raw, but it sounds good like that. I'm not going to
Yeah.
fucking touch it, And it's good to know when to do that. So, because as you say, you can overproduce something and fucking ruin it.
Yeah,
So,
the thing that annoys me with stuff that's overproduced is when you listen to a record and the snare, you listen to the snare and you're like, I know for a fact that snare did not sound like that when it went into the studio.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
and
So
you don't get any of that with Will. I think he's really, really, really talented.
shout out to Will Putney, fucking straight from the path. Will be they're working on a new album, so sick.
Any news on what it's called, or whether have they just announced that they're in the studio?
Yeah,
No new tracks yet. Or...
I mean, I saw a name, but I don't know if it's like a sort of project name.
Because their last album was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, Euthanasia. That was
Yeah,
an
great.
absolutely sick album. So yeah, it says they're back in the studio recording LP 11.
11 albums, man.
Yeah, so obviously that's just the sort of project name for it because 11th LP. So yeah, some other news. So Slayer retired back in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
They are reuniting. I don't know if it's going to be anything further than this, but they're headlining 2 US festivals in September. Louder Than Life Festival in, is it Louisville? I'm assuming that's how you say it. And Riot Fest in Chicago. I don't know if they're going to do anything further than that, but they seem to be putting reunion stuff together.
Not a massive fan of Slayer, you know.
No, I liked, obviously, some of their really early stuff.
Not that I think they're shit or anything like that.
Yeah.
They're just one of them bands that I'd never got into when I was younger, so I've just never been bothered about them.
Yeah, I've never really been one for thrash metal.
No, neither have I. Like, bands... I think the only... Well, I don't even know if they're thrash metal. Are Metallica thrash metal?
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, I'm not overly into them. I just know all the hits. But I think apart from Metallica, I can't really say I'm into thrash metal. Like Megadeth, no. Yeah. Anthrax, no.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Anthrax, to be honest.
No. Slayer, no.
So I will never forget when we saw Metallica live.
Do you remember when you thought Jack Black was in the crowd? And I was like, no, that is just a man with long hair and a beard.
I could have sworn that was
Right.
you who thought.
No, I said that guy looks like Jack Black, and you went, oh my god, it actually is Jack Black. And I went, no, it's not.
I do not remember that.
Yeah, that was fine. Do you know how long ago? Do you know that was 9 years ago?
Oh my god.
9 years
That
ago.
time fucking flies. But no, I will never forget just at the start of the set when James Hetfield came on stage.
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just like, I got some news.
Before we get started.
Yeah, that was it. Before we get started, somebody needs to move.
No, someone's left the lights
Somebody's
on.
left the lights on in their limousine. James. Oh wait, that's me.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that. Damn.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was spectacular.
I remember, you were kind of like, oh yeah, I'm not bothered about them, but I'll come and watch them. And then,
But the thing was, it's not that I wasn't necessarily bothered about him. I just didn't listen to him at the time.
Yeah.
And I dragged you around all weekend to watch every single band that I wanted to, and you didn't bat an eyelid. You were like, yeah, cool. And you were like, I just want to watch Metallica on the Sunday night. But I was like, I can't really drag you around all weekend and then not go and see him with you. So I was like, yeah, all right, I'll go with you. You know, being a good friend and that. And then they came out, started playing, and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
This is why they're that rich.
Yeah, I just remember you fucking turning around to me and go, these are sick!
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. But no, like, with Slayer, I liked probably like some of their really early stuff. And then I didn't really listen to, well, I haven't really listened to much of their sort of later stuff over the past probably 20 years.
I only know 2 Slayer songs. Like Dead Skin Mask and Rain in Blood. And that's it.
Yeah. I think, was it, can't remember the name of the album that had Rain in Blood on, and Angel of Death. But like that's probably like,
this
you know,
you find out it's actually named something like Rain in Blood.
It probably
might be.
I don't fucking look it up now.
Rain.
Hey, it actually is. It is actually fucking called Rain in Blood. Can't believe I forgot that.
1986.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I remember that album, but then I didn't really listen to anything else. I do remember listening to Repentless. That was a pretty fucking good album, I gotta say. 2015. Anything else? I haven't really listened to. But yeah, it's in the news. They coming back. I don't know whether they're just going to do these festival headline slots and retire again. But it's interesting.
I think it would be cool if they
Oh yeah, it'd be cool
came
if they.
back for like, you know, not just. I think it'd be wrong if they came back because like they go, we're all skint. Let's do a couple of fucking shows, get some money,
Yeah.
and then fuck off. Maybe like if they went, we've had a bit of a break now. Let's get together, write an album, you know, tour it, whatnot, you know, give the fans what they want. I think that'd be pretty cool because
Yeah, it
they've
would
been
be.
around since like the beginning of the time. Like Rain in Blood, that album, it's fucking older than God's Dog.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
So-
that'd be pretty cool.
1986, the beginning of time.
Yeah, coming from the man that was only born in 1994.
I was going to say 8 years before we were born. It was the beginning of time.
The beginning of time. Like, I feel old as fuck.
Oh yeah, mate. My back hurts.
Yeah, like,
So,
my lower back is killing me.
but no, like it does. I don't know. It grinds my gears a little bit, admittedly, when like say a band sort of does a farewell tour, big farewell tour, world tour, whatever.
I tell you who the worst for that is.
Kiss.
No, the fucking Who.
Yeah.
I swear the Who have retired like 40 fucking times.
Yeah, because like I hate it when bands say like, "Yep, get these tickets because they're going to sell out. And we're never doing another tour again. This is it. This is the last
Black
one."
Sabbath. Black Sabbath have done about fucking 150 final tours.
Yeah. And because then they say farewell tour, right? This is it, and then they finish, and everyone's like, right, we'll never see him again. But I paid £1,000 for a ticket, but it was a once in a lifetime experience. And 2 years later, it's like, oh shit, they're touring again.
Should we have another go?
Yeah. Should we make some more money?
Yeah.
Because I fucking spent all that already.
It does kind of wind you up when bands go, right, this is it, the last dance, let's go.
Yeah.
And then, should we have another go?
Yeah. But I hope you didn't tire yourself out dancing because we're going to do it all again. So I kind of hope Slayer aren't just doing that, but at the same time, like I don't mind if say a retired band comes out just for like a headline slot or something.
Yeah.
But if they, if they just keep fucking doing farewell tours, that's what fucking winds me up. I also want to talk about. There's been a lot of fucking announcements of like co-headlining tours.
I know
Or
exactly
gigs.
what you're about to bring up.
Okay.
You're about to bring up Trivium and Bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously that
I'll
one's
tell you who else is doing a co-headline tour. Well, I'm not really interested in, but I think they're both very good guitarists. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that Satriani and some other geezer, whose name I can't remember.
Oh, that one dude.
Yeah, that one dude.
But no, there's been fucking loads of. I don't know whether it's just a big thing nowadays. There's a lot of co-headlining tours announced, like for sort of summer of this year and beginning of next year. Obviously, Bullet for My Valentine and Trivium, fucking huge one all over social media at the minute.
Let's not forget the biggest co-headline tour of all time.
Mm.
Sting and Shaggy. Do you remember that?
Fucking hell. Fucking hell, I do remember that.
I remember scrolling through Instagram one day and just being like, am I having a fucking fever dream? Or am I reading this right? It's like Sting and Shaggy. and it's like, get your tickets now. And I was like, this is happening. And I just thought that was fucking mental.
Fair enough. But some other big ones that have been announced. Well, obviously, the Bullet for My Valentine Trivium one, that's January 2025. Some other big ones that are announced that are going to be happening in summer 2024. I mentioned in a previous episode, Lamb of God and Mastodon are doing one.
Really?
Yeah, in celebration for the 20-year anniversary.
Mastodon that big? I didn't.
Yeah, they're pretty fucking big. To be fair, I haven't listened to Mastodon in a long time. I didn't realise they were that big, but looked into it. They're pretty huge now.
I know Lamb of God are fucking huge, obviously.
Oh, yeah. But, I think that's a 20-year celebration of their respective albums. I'm trying to remember the names of the albums now. But, yeah. Leviathan is Mastodon's album, and it's Ashes of the Wake, which is Lamb of God's one. Yeah, 20-year celebration of them.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure it is.
Are you sure that's not the other way around?
Ashes of the Wake is Lamb of God's one, I know that. Another one that was announced, Hailstorm and I Prevail.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
I don't mind
I don't
Hailstorm.
mind I Prevail. I fucking love Hailstorm.
I'm the other way around.
Yeah, I fucking love Hailstorm. I think they're great.
Yeah, I'd actually be up for fucking maybe going to that.
Yeah.
It's only recently announced and it's in summer this year. Big one for probably a lot of people, Def Leppard and Journey. Not for me, really, but...
No, but I can...
That would be a huge one for a lot of people.
Yeah, I suppose there are two bands that do complement each other. That'd be a great co-headline tour, actually.
I could imagine that would be a fair whack.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. And to be fair, one that I didn't even know was happening, but I just saw it and I was like, oh, that would be sick. Smashing Pumpkins and Weezer.
Big bald Billy Corgan.
Yeah.
And that would be.
I would actually fucking love to go to that.
I've had so many chances to see Weezer, and I've passed up on him, and I really wish I hadn't because. No, I might go to that. I've seen Smashing Pumpkins at Download.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I have. I remember one band that I saw at Download, and I know I've seen it at Download, but I don't remember any of it because I was absolutely twatted. Muse. And I'm really annoyed about that. Because
I can't be arsed with Muse. Fuck Muse.
Yeah.
Well, no, not fuck Muse. That's unfair. But they just don't do it for me like they used to.
Yeah.
Anything after Hysteria, I really, really don't care about.
I think it was 2015 they headline Download.
It was. Yeah.
And
it was.
yeah, I went to that, and it was me, fucking Mark Knights, and Tom Buller, and we got absolute shit faced. I remember a couple of little snippets, like in there, but then the rest of it is just gone because I drank way too fucking much. And I look back on it now, and because I really liked Muse back then, and I kind of wish I hadn't gone so fucking hard on the booze. But yeah.
Well, me and you, we've both been to Download. Well, I've been to Download a lot more than you, but
Yeah.
and you've been a lot.
Yeah, I've been
Right,
few
you've been
times.
a fair
Yeah.
few times, right? And so I've been every year for 10 years, right? Including the Download pilot as well, through COVID. So we've both seen our fair share of headliners. What is the biggest headliner you've seen at Download, right, where you thought, I'm really glad I was a part of that?
I'm definitely not going to say Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Because it's like, it's there now, it's like, the final fucking one or something.
Alright,
You'll watch them, you'll be like, it's alright, they'll be back next year.
I'm pretty sure, right, that in the 10 years I've been to Iron Maiden, this is that's how much they've played Download, right? I'm pretty sure the 10 years I've been to Download, right? I'm pretty sure Iron Maiden have played 6 of them times.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've not watched them once.
I did watch them once, because I think the first time I went to Download and they were headlining.
Well, yeah, 2013.
We didn't fucking bother going to watch them, did we?
Yeah. So that was the first time you went, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2013, when it was me, you, Buller, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been every year since then.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Exactly. You got your ticket for this year yet?
Not yet, no.
Get on it. 'Cause,
I'm not entirely sure I want to go, I say it every year. Right, I go. I say it every year. I'm fucking done with the place, man. It's full of pricks. It's not full of pricks. It's my favourite place on earth.
Yeah.
But I go, I've had enough. Not going again. Can I have a holiday form, please? I book it off every year.
Yeah. Well, you've already fucking booked it off for this year, and you haven't even got a ticket yet.
No, I've got the holiday. Everybody knows at work that is my weekend. Right? So
Yeah.
I put it in straight away so no one can fucking have it.
We need to do some fucking podcast shit at Download. If you get your ticket,
I would
then...
like to do that. I'd like to get some stuff so we can go.
Yeah,
around,
we can
maybe
fucking go around, interview people and shit.
But the thing is, I'm gonna be steaming for 6 days, right?
So will I.
Because I'll start drinking like 2 days before we go.
Oh yeah.
Right? And
I think the moment I get out from behind the wheel of my car when I pull up, I start drinking.
yeah, mate, I've always got like 2 tinnies in the front of my car, ready for from the walk from like the car park to the entrance.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, you asked me who the sort of biggest headliner I've seen was. It's a really fucking tough one. But to be fair, it's not one of those that I'm like, fucking hell, I'm glad I was here for this, because I probably maybe will see them again one day. I hope. But probably the one that I enjoyed the most, Slipknot.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Every time I've seen Slipknot down, they've been fantastic.
Though, on the other side of the coin, the best show I've seen, but at the same time I didn't particularly enjoy because I'm not a big fan of the band, Rammstein.
I can get on board with that. I've heard Rammstein put a great show on.
Yeah.
But again, much like yourself, not a huge fan.
Yeah, not a huge fan, but
you have to appreciate good showmen, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The showmanship involved in that fucking gig was incredible.
Yeah. For me, right, I didn't actually realise it until I went to see them, but 2014 Linkin Park.
Yeah, I'm so jealous of Chloe for that. She saw that, and
really?
I went.
Yeah, of course she did.
Yeah, I went there.
I didn't see her there, but I knew she was going because she went to watch Fall Out Boy, didn't she?
She did, yeah.
Yeah. So Linkin Park, right, 2014 played Hybrid Theory in full.
Yeah.
And I was never not going to go and see him, but it's when you're in the moment, you don't realise how much you're like, fucking hell, this is like my entire like childhood and teenage years in one show. And I get to see that, and nobody else probably will get to see that now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because obviously back then it was like I couldn't afford to go that year, but I wasn't too upset because I was like, bands like Fall Out Boy, Linkin Park at the time. I was like, it was they're young bands still. They're going to be fucking going on for years. I'll have plenty of chance to see them, and I'll see Fall Out Boy this year.
We'll put it this way: it was Fall Out Boy, Bring Me the Horizon, and Linkin Park in one day.
Exactly. Yeah. So
they moved from the main stage for like 6 hours. It's crazy.
Exactly. So I was like, well, I'll have plenty of time to see them all because they're all young bands.
Yeah.
And then unfortunate circumstances with Chester. Fucking yeah. It's just one of them, and because of that, I'll never get to see that original fucking lineup at Linkin Park. But it's one of them. Got to live with that.
I would have liked to see Soundgarden as well at Download. I bet that was
yeah, that would have been mint. Yeah, I don't know. Like you say, you've been every year since 2013. I wish I had, just because there's so many bands that I've probably missed out on. But hey ho. Talking of festivals, I want to move on because previous episodes we've talked about our, soon it will be April, and then May.
Yeah, I know where this is going.
So another festival coming up, which I'm liking the look of, Bloodstock.
Oh yeah,
it's 10 minutes from my house, so it's fucking great for me. Last time I went, I was coming home in the morning and walking the dog. But I want to have a look at the lineup. Yeah,
let's go through it. I think it might be a bit too heavy for me, but
I found that last time I went, but at the same time I had such a good time, and there were, a decent fucking few bands that I really enjoyed.
If I went, I'm certain I'd have a good time if I went because it's a metal community. The people are amazing.
Yeah, I'll get the.
Oh, mate, I'm going. Clutch, I'm going. Clutch and playing. I'm going.
As soon as you see that, you're like, right, drop everything. Let's have a look. A lot of this I've not heard of.
Oh, I can't read most of them.
That's the thing, like, especially like black metal, you can't fucking read it. It's like trying to read a doctor's handwriting. But is there anything that you're seeing? Hellripper I have heard of. Teterican I've heard of.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
I mean, a band that I saw last time I went that I really was not expecting to enjoy, but they put on an incredible fucking show. Who was it? Behemoth. Yeah.
Right, so I saw Behemoth at Download with my mate Alfie. Yeah. And he was watching it because he loves black metal, death metal. He's in a really cool band called Nerve Agent. They're pretty sick. But we were stood there watching them, and not that I was disinterested or not like I didn't want to be there. He wanted to watch them, so I was like, yeah, I was watching them with you. But the whole way up, I was like, it's not really my thing, black metal, death metal, that sort of thing. And then it was watching it, and they're all on stage like. screaming his tits off, which is, it's cool. I like it. But he turns around like halfway through the set and he just goes, this is how much he was enjoying it. He was going, are you sure you don't like black metal? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, but one thing that I remember, and I laugh about it now, because it's so fucking funny, but like, there was a band playing called Cattle Decapitation. I'd never fucking heard of them before that day.
I've heard of cattle decapitation.
Yeah. But like, I remember, I went to watch them. I was with Rainey and Laura, watching it with them. And Connor was with us. And then as soon as they came on, we were stood toward the back. And he was like, right, I'm going to the front, seeing a bit. So, sound. Because he fucking loved this band. And then I just remember seeing a fucking huge circle pit, right? Nobody in it, just a big circle pit. And I just see Connor Sanders fucking march into the middle of it, topless, just fucking take me now!
Sacrificing himself.
Yeah. I'm surprised he wasn't just covered in blood. But, yeah. I don't know.
If he came out covered in blood, because Connor's a beast.
Oh, yeah. But like, I just remember seeing it on the fucking big monitor, because this was the main stage. And it just kind of like panned to him, and he's just in the middle of the fucking circle pit, and it was fucking brilliant. So, we got Desert Storm, I haven't heard of. Nervosa, I haven't heard of, but Green Lung, I have heard of.
I've never heard of Green Lung.
They're quite good. To be fair, it was somebody I work with actually mentioned them, so I checked them out. They are quite good. Grand Magus, not heard of. I can't even fucking read that one. Rotting Christ, I think. Don't quote me on that.
That does look like Rotting Christ.
Yeah. Enslaved, I've heard of.
I've heard of Enslaved.
Yeah. Hatebreed. I'm not a big fan of Hatebreed, but they're alright.
I don't mind Hatebreed.
Yeah. Clutch.
Fucking mate, have you ever listened to Clutch?
No, I haven't.
Oh, Clutch are great.
I'll have to check them out at some point. Opeth. They're alright.
I can listen to a bit of Opeth.
Yeah, I can get on board with that. And then if we move on to Saturday, Datus.
Possibly.
Yeah.
There's going to be a load of like.
Yeah.
There's going to be like a load of metalheads watching this, just looking at us, going, "Fucking amateurs."
Yeah. It's like, how can you not read that? Crypta. Not heard of him. Decide. They obviously couldn't decide on a name. Terrible joke. Sorry. Whitechapel. Yeah, I know.
Whitechapel. Whitechapel.
I do like Whitechapel. Yeah, I do enjoy Whitechapel. Obviously, probably one of my favourite bands, Malevolence.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Architects.
The OGs.
The OG Architects.
I can't believe Architects there. I think it might be like. As much as I love Architects, I don't think it's their place,
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that.
If I go, I'll be watching them, don't get me wrong. But there's just something, I just don't think it is their place.
Yeah. A lot of people have been saying that. Like, they're like, they feel like they're out of place headlining Bloodstock. But at the same time, like, I don't know, they've been sort of including sort of more, well, obviously more metal bands that aren't exactly like fucking toward the black metal spectrum. They have been incorporating a lot more metalcore into it, I've noticed. And if you're going to have a band like Architects, you're going to have them toward the top of that bill, if not headlining, aren't you? So,
Raised by Owls, mate. Raised by Owls are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're from Derby.
Oh, they?
Yeah. So, they're from Derby. And they like got a bit of fame a couple of years ago because I think they won Battle of the Bands. Yeah. Not Battle of the Bands, Metal to the Masses. I could be wrong here. I think it was Metal to the Masses. And but they are all really funny guys, and they on their socials they post loads of videos. Some of them are fucking great, but they're I want to say a grindcore band, and they're really talented guys, man.
When I think of grindcore, I think of fucking Napalm Death.
Yeah,
don't know why.
And the best thing is they've got it. The I think it's Cradle of Filth. Who's got the T-shirt that says Jesus is a C-U-N-T?
Yeah, it's Cradle of Filth.
Cradle of Filth.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Raised by Elves have got a T-shirt that says Jesus was probably actually a nice guy.
That's fucking brilliant. I'll just never forget that fucking viral image of like it was a festival, probably download, maybe Bloodstock, but somebody just wearing a Jesus is a C-U-N-T shirt, and just somebody dressed as Jesus, just like, what?
Like, bro, come on.
Yeah. NFR.
That looks like the Rolls Royce logo.
Just the guys who build Rolls Royces just come out on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Royce!
Just some old guy comes out. Carcass, I've heard of, but again, not listened to. Amon Moth, I used to listen to quite a bit. I haven't listened to them in probably about 10 years, but yeah, I know they're a fucking big name. So, I don't know, it's interesting. Like, it's not as good a lineup as when I last went, for me, anyway, but at the same time, I know how good of a festival it is.
I do think there's about 4 bands on that I'll watch, but Bloodstock's not the most expensive.
No, exactly.
So it does, I probably would go for the weekend if I did go.
Yeah, and the thing with Bloodstock as well, like, because I know what it's...
And, I'm not one of these guys that won't go and listen to a band. They go watch a band that if they don't know them.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's how you discover your favourite bands, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you ever heard of Modern Era?
Yeah.
I don't know how, but a girl I was dating a few years ago accidentally bought tickets to the wrong show.
Right.
And then we got to the venue we thought we were going to. And she went, "This ain't for here." I was like, "All right, okay."
Yeah.
So we found out where this venue was, went to the show, and
other side of the country.
it was in Southampton.
Oh, fair enough.
But, we got there, we went in, and I was like, "Well, we're here now. We might as well watch the bands." And I watched a band called Modern Era, and they've been one of my favourite bands since. And I'm really glad that situation happened because I'm obsessed with them. I'll show you Modern Era tune in a minute. Mate.
Yeah, I have listened to Modern Era. Yeah, they are quite good. At least it wasn't like, oh yeah, so this gig is for in Southampton, and you're like, we're in Stirling.
Yeah. In 2 years.
3 weeks ago. Leading on from Bloodstock, there was a piece of news that I believe came out yesterday. So obviously everybody knows Lemmy, like the late Lemmy from Motorhead. So basically, apparently, there's a new sort of bust been made of him that's got his ashes in it.
I didn't realise Lenny had tits.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, so a new bust has been made of him, like a statue of him that's got his ashes in. Apparently, that is going to be on display at Bloodstock every year.
Oh, sweet.
And then, obviously, when Bloodstock's finished, it's going to have permanent residence at Rock City in Nottingham. So
that's sick.
Yeah, absolutely sick. Cause,
I haven't been to Rock City for years.
Yeah, because I know Motorhead were originally from, like, Derby area, weren't they?
Well, yeah, Lemmy's from... I know he's from Staffordshire.
Yeah.
But, Stoke. Lemmy's from Stoke. I swear he's from Stoke.
Yeah.
Or was from Stoke, obviously.
I think the band got started around the Derby area. But I know they played quite a lot of shows at Rock City. So, yeah, I think it's absolutely sick that, like, there's going to be sort of a permanent residence of something like that at Rock City. And then they take it every year to Bloodstock. So, yeah, that's in the news. I thought that was absolutely awesome. So I wanted to mention it.
Sick.
And quite local to us as well. So, I wanted to mention it. I've just got one more thing on my list for today. Bands that I discovered a couple of weeks ago from London. A metal/metalcore band, apparently, according to their bio. A band called Pupil Slicer.
Oh, Pupil Slicer is sick.
Yeah, man. Fucking blossom. Absolute tune. I don't know. I'm really digging these guys. And at the moment, I swear that's gone up in the past 2 weeks. But, 14,000 monthly listeners. So, sort of creeping their way up. And they're very talented guys. So I just wanted to mention them.
I think I've seen him. I think I might have seen him at 2000 Trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like the sort of place they'd be at.
Go down to the bio. No, it's not the band I was thinking of. I thought they were Scottish.
Ah, okay. No, they're from London.
No. I'll tell you about the band I was thinking of, though. I can't remember what they were called, but
yeah.
So what was watching them at 2000 Trees, and it's a Scottish bloke. He goes, comes out of stage, the guitars ringing out and cymbals going off, like,
yeah.
He goes, I've got an addiction, and it's seeing people get hurt. I want to see a fucking circle pit, and I was like, I'm gonna stand at the back.
It was like, yeah, I'll wait.
It was like 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. I was like, as much as I love heavy music, I'm not about this today.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking. To be fair, being a fucking metal fan, I feel like the worst thing is starting a pit at 9 a.m.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
It really gets the people going though.
Gets the blood pumping.
Sets the tone for the day.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, bruises.
Yeah, they're bruises. Come out that gig, I look like a fucking peach.
A peach that's been rolling down the motorway. Yeah, I think that is everything I've got. Anything you want to mention?
Not really. Like I said, I do apologise because the last sort of 2 episodes I've been really unprepared for because I've been stupidly busy. But
No, it's one of them. Don't worry. So,
no, that's about it from me, buddy.
Sound.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. This has been the Alternative Audio Podcast. So we'll be back in a couple of weeks because you can't do next week, can you? So
No, I'm in London.
Yeah.
So.
sound, not a problem. So a couple of weeks, we'll get episode 5 out. So this is episode 4. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in.